यूक्रेनियन अनाज ਨੂੰ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੇ $50 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਦੇਣ ਦਾ ਵਾਅਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਰੂਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਯੂਕਰੇਨ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਹਮਲੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸੋਕੇ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਣ ਲਈ G7 ਮੁਲਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਕਦਮ ਚੁੱਕਣ ਦਾ ਤਹੀਆ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟਾਇਆ। ਗਲੋਬਲ ਪੱਧਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਨਾਜ ਦੀ ਘਾਟ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਅਫਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਕਈ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਸੋਕੇ ਦੀ ਕਗਾਰ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ। ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ G7 ਦੇ ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਆਗੂਆਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ यूक्रेन ਦੇ ਅਨਾਜ ਭੰਡਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਅਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਬੰਦਰਗਾਹਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਣ ਲਈ ਰੂਸ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰ ਠਹਿਰਾਇਆ।
A year ago, at the G7 summit in the UK, we made the commitment to change our approach to investment for infrastructure with the goal of strengthening our partnership with others around the world. With Prime Minister Boris Johnson, where we had the opportunity to talk about these challenges with many African leaders. And earlier this month in Los Angeles, I met with my co-chair of the UN Secretary-General's Sustainable Development Goals Advocates Group, Prime Minister Mia Mottley of Barbados. We focused on mobilizing all possible resources, government, the private sector, multilateral development banks, and philanthropic foundations. Since the G7 last year, we've made significant progress together, including commitments to support countries in managing their own energy transitions away from coal and other fossil fuels. Canada doubled its international climate finance commitment to $5.3 billion over 5 years, in large part to support these efforts, which include a $1 billion investment in the Accelerating Coal Transition Program. Of course, if we want to close the infrastructure gap, we have to find ways to incentivize greater private sector investment, because no amount of public money can single-handedly fix this issue. That's why, at home, organizations such as our Development Finance Institute, FinDev Canada, is helping build a blended finance platform in partnership with key institutional investors. We're doing this to lower the risks for private sector partners and put their capital to work to help solve today's big problems. Canada's private sector is already a significant investor in global infrastructure, and we're going to help them do even more of it.
This group of countries is being the largest financier in assistance to investment projects in developing countries. We have to do more, and we also want to be this effort widely acknowledged in partnerships with developing countries. Multilateral development banks, and especially the World Bank, will be mobilized even further together with the private sector. Again, a wide effort of partnership with developing countries has to be undertaken. The areas You've heard the many areas in which these investment projects are going to be undertaken, but on two areas I want to put more stress. One is energy, and the other one is healthcare. Energy. It's quite clear that in the present situation, we'll have short-term needs that will require large investments in gas infrastructure in developing countries and elsewhere. But we have to make sure that they can be retroverted to carry hydrogen. So that's a way to reconcile short-term needs with long-term climate needs.